man, I love playoff basketball. This shit's hype. And the first weekend of the first round is now over. However, already, I think there are some teams that are in serious trouble. And in this episode, we're going to talk about said teams. So let's get into it. The best team in the regular season, the number 1 seed in the East, Milwaukee Bucks, are absolutely in trouble. The Heat beat the Bucks in Milwaukee 130 to 117, and this is alarming for Milwaukee in a lot of ways. The obvious being that Giannis went down in the first quarter. However, though, I do think he'll be back, even if he misses game 2. I think that would be all that he misses, if he does miss it. But the fact that Miami scored 130 on one of the best defenses in the league, during the regular season, Miami only topped 130 points 3 times. Here in game 1, they already do it to you. In Milwaukee, by the way. You do catch a slight break if you're Milwaukee because Tyler Hero will be out for the entire series. Miami was going to be a handful for whoever they drew in the first round, though, even if it was Boston. The Bucks did out-rebound, committed less turnovers and less personal fouls, while also shooting better from the free throw line. They still got trounced. And this right here is where my concern lies. I think Giannis will be back, but if he doesn't suit up for game 2 or he's not, 90 to 100% for game 2 and they lose it, this series could be over. Now, obviously, you may think this is an overreaction, but I think if they lose game 2, Miami's definitely winning at least one of their next 2 home games, which would put Milwaukee in a 3-1 situation right off the bat. If they win game 2, I think Miami still has the slight advantage despite losing Hero. The loss of Hero to me means that Kevin Love and Victor Oladipo, who wasn't even used, will be looked at to soften the blow a bit. Therefore, I think this number 1 seed needs to be talked about first. I don't think we'll shoot that bad again, but we can't say that for sure considering how hard it is to play in Miami for teams that are in trouble. The 2 next teams I'm going to talk about are the Atlanta Hawks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm going to lump you into one. I don't mean any disrespect to you guys, but I don't think there's a chance of you coming back in this series. You beat my team. You did well to get there. You were beating the Lakers for the majority of that game to get the 7 seed. In Atlanta, you beat Miami to get that 7 seed. You've had an up and down season. There's a lot of interpersonal things going on, just like Minnesota. But I think for this year, you're just outmatched. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board. I do like where both teams are headed, though. And there's definitely room for improvement. There's room to build upon this. I give both of those teams 1 win, but it may be a sweep. And the last team that I'm going to talk about today is the Memphis Grizzlies. And the whole time I had this series as a 7-game series, but I thought Memphis would win game 1, and I did not think Ja would be getting hurt in game 1. Apparently his status is up in the air. I think he's going to play, but I don't think he'll be 100%. And that brings another set of problems that you already had some problems. Now you've got a whole new can of worms. Memphis got killed on the glass. Their best rebounder was Ja, and Aldama with 6. And they got killed with their shots getting blocked. The Lakers blocked them 11 times. And the Grizzlies blocked the Lakers just twice, and both came from Jaren Jackson. Now, I do expect Xavier Tillman to play better from here on out, but you're already down Steven Adams and Brandon Clark. You can't go down Ja as well. They could also use some better shooting. Bane did have 22 points, but he was 3 of 10 from 3, and Dylan Brooks was 2 of 9. That's not going to get it done against this revamped Lakers team. Ja hurt and shooting like that and getting out-rebounded like that, the Lakers will take you down in about 6 games. even if the Lakers defense isn't that great from here on out, if Jaren is the only one that shows up for this series, the Lakers will be taking you home. It ain't over just yet, but the Grizzlies absolutely have to win Game 2. That's going to do it for the teams that are in absolute must-win Game 2 territory. Do you agree with my list of teams? Do you think there should be more or less? Let me know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for a lot more sports here at America Sports.